Hi, greetings, fellow Whovians. Whovian Queen here. Hope I have a good week so far. Well, thankfully, the microphone on this is now working, so you all should be able to hear me now. So, yay! So anyway, our look at the 10th Doctor era now continues on with human nature. So, let's take a look at it. The 10th Doctor tells Martha that they are being pursued by the family of blood, who seek the Doctor's Time Lord life force to prevent themselves from dying. He tells Martha that he must transform into a human to escape the family's detection until they die out, and gives her a list of instructions to follow. The Doctor turns himself into a human and transfers his Time Lord essence and memories into a fob watch that he asks Martha to guard. They land on Earth in 1913. The Doctor has taken the persona of John Smith, a teacher at a Farringham school for boys, and Martha acts as a maid at the school. John is quite timid, but faint memories of the Doctor slip through in his dreams. He catalogs the dreams in a book he has titled A Journal of Impossible Things. John keeps the fob watch on his mantle, believing it is a normal watch. John has also become infatuated with the school nurse, young widow Joan Redfern, and shares his journal with her. Martha is concerned, as the Doctor did not instruct her on what to do should he fall in love. Timothy Latimer, a young student at the school who has extrasensory perception, discovers the fob watch and bonds with it, seeing visions of the Doctor. The family of blood track the Doctor to Earth and cloak their ship with an invisibility shield to keep it hidden. The family seek out humans to possess and take the bodies of several people, including one of the schoolboys, Jeremy Baines. They also animate scarecrows to use as their soldiers. When Timothy briefly opens the fob watch and experiences portions of the Doctor's memories, the family detects its presence at the school. Martha realizes that the family has found them and attempts to retrieve the watch but cannot find it. John asks Joan to accompany him to the village dance that night, and she accepts. At the dance, Martha again tries to persuade John to become the Doctor by showing him elements of his past, such as his sonic screwdriver. Now aware that John Smith is the Doctor, the family interrupt the dance and confront him. They take Martha and Joan as hostages and give John a chance to either become a Time Lord again or watch his companions die. Bum, bum, bum. So anyway, let's look at a little bit of continuity here. All 10 incarnations of the Doctor are also illustrated, albeit not all are shown on screen, with the 1st, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th clearly visible, marking the first time the faces of the Doctors from the classic series have been depicted on screen in the revived series. The pocket watch from the episode is also sketched. And now, finally, let's look at the production of this episode. Human Nature was Paul Cornell's 5th original novel, all having been Doctor Who stories for Virgin Publishing, and the 38th New Adventure. The plot was developed with fellow New Adventure novelist Kate Orman, and the book was well received on its publication in 1995. Several years later, the revived Doctor Who television series included several people who had worked on the New Adventures. For a second story for the television series, Cornell adapted his novel. Although most praise for the script was directed at Cornell, a great deal of the episode, in fact, had been rewritten by executive producer Russell T Davies. Despite Julie Garner's position as executive producer since Rose, this episode marks the first time since Verity Lambert's 1965 swan song, Mission to the Unknown, that a woman was the credited producer of an episode of Doctor Who. However, it is not producer Susie Liggett's first production job in the Doctor Who universe. In 2006, she produced Invasion of the Bane, the first episode of the Sarah Jane Adventures. Thus, only she and Jonathan Turner have produced episodes from 2 different programs set in the Doctor Who universe. The physical prop of John Smith's journal notebook was created by artist Kellyanne Walker and incorporates text provided by writer Paul Cornell. Much of the episode was filmed at St. Fagan's National History Museum, an open-air museum near Cardiff, and Treberford, sorry if I mispronounced that. The Victorian Gothic mansion was served as Farringham School, located near Langorse Lake, again, sorry if I mispronounced that, in South Wales. Other interior locations were filmed at Llandaff Cathedral, Cardiff. The Doctor's list of 23 directives, most of which is sped through in the episode, is presented at normal speed in a deleted scene released on the BBC DVD. In the place of the non-existent unheard requests, David Tennant breaks the fourth wall to speak about a love for the House Martins and also talk nonsense to find out the time before returning to the character for the 23rd and final directive. Another instruction about not letting Smith eat pears appears in both the deleted scene and in the novel Human Nature. That's kind of interesting. So overall, this episode is pretty good and does serve as the first part of a two-part story, the conclusion of which we'll be seeing next week. So overall, I give Human Nature 3 sonic screwdrivers out of 5. Well, tune in next week to the thrilling conclusion, The Family of Blood. Well, hope you enjoyed that review. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and if you want to help me make better videos, be sure to check out my Patreon page. Link is in the description. So, until then, this is Hoovy and Queen saying, "Oh my giddy aunt! When I say run, run! I've reversed the polarity of the neutron flow. Would you like a jelly baby? Fantastic! Allons-y! Geronimo!" Bow ties are cool, fezzes are cool, and Stetsons are cool.